Hello and welcome to Flyover Culture, your guided tour to pop culture in the Midwest. I'm Peyton Whaley. A couple years ago, I invited my friend Alex into the studio to try some vintage and vaguely off-putting Midwest recipes. And if there's anything I love more than food, it's recycling content ideas. So today we are doing a good old-fashioned Midwest potluck to prove that maybe the weirder parts of Midwestern cuisine are a feature and not a bug. And also maybe that mayonnaise should be on the food pyramid. But if I've learned anything doing Flyover Culture, it's why suffer alone? So I have brought back into the studio Alex Chambers, host of Interstates, and joined with him is Kayte Young, host of Earth Eats. Welcome to this.
So thrilled to be here.
So excited.
So Alex, you have been in this proverbial seat before.
I have.
Why did you come back?
It was a fascinating experience.
Okay.
It was uncomfortable.
Art should be challenging.
Art should be challenging, exactly. I think it's important we challenge ourselves, even if it's just on the level of ingredients that are in places they shouldn't be. The bologna soup is a dish that I've thought about many times in the period since, and I never want to revisit it.
So we're gonna go one by one, and the way this is gonna work is that we are doing a good old-fashioned Midwest potluck, and the way we will accomplish that, 4 courses, starting with an appetizer, then a side dish, then our main, and finally dessert. Kayte, I know you've got some history with our side for today, but these other foods, you have never had these in your lives.
That is true. Never had them. I hadn't really even heard of most of them.
And Alex, you were coming in blind as well.
Also true. Blind.
Okay.
Yep.
And keeping with tradition of last time, like any good cook, I did not taste a single thing on this spread because I wanted to come in fresh. To start us off, we have our appetizer, a little dip called Jezebel. This is something I believe originated in the South, but I got it from the best of Indiana. It's the best of the best, so you know it's good. And it came from a cookbook called The Taste of Fishers. So if anybody's gonna steal a Southern dish and call it their own, it's Fishers, Indiana. Actually, I just want you to smell it, and then I will tell you what is in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is right. So Jezebel, this is a block of cream cheese with nothing done to it, just a block of cream cheese. And then mixed on top of it is a combination of apple jelly, apricot preserves, horseradish, dry mustard, and black pepper.
Ooh.
And it is meant to be served with crackers, which
Great.
is what I've provided today.
And specifically Ritz crackers.
Specifically Ritz crackers,
Yeah.
fresh out the sleeve. Nothing but the finest.
It's like communion.
I will say, as I looked at it before, as I was about to smell it, I expected like a sweetness because it looks like a sort of a jelly, which some of it is jelly.
What you are smelling and what is sufficiently overpowering is the horseradish.
Yeah. It did not smell as sweet as I expected.
Kind of a weak dollop, Alex, I gotta say.
Do I need to go really go? Here, I'll go. I'll get some more. I was maybe.
Peer pressure, it works.
Yeah.
To Jezebel.
To Jezebel.
Jezebel.
That is harsh.
I love it.
You love it?
Yep.
Speak your truth, tell me why you love it.
It's so unexpected to get that like horseradish like sinus hit when you're eating cheese and crackers with like jam on it.
Right. Alex, what are you feeling?
Yeah, it does have the sweetness of the jam with the cream cheese, which is nice. I like it. I think in principle, I agree with Kayte. Like, I like the idea of that horseradish hit, but I didn't enjoy it, at least on the first bite.
All I'm getting is horseradish with a little bit of sweetness, and to the point where the recipe says you can use either apricot preserves or pineapple. I don't think it matters. I'm getting so much
Probably
horseradish
wouldn't
that you
matter.
can probably just use whatever you want.
It's horseradish plus a little sweet, but there's nothing like...
It's kind of giving like poor man's like brie and jam.
Totally. It's totally that.
It's trying to be that.
Yeah.
What made me, when I first heard about it, I thought chutney. because, chutney has that sweetness and then there's a bunch of spices in it and it can be kind of hot. And
Right.
So that's what I was picturing, but the horseradish is the dominant. There
Right.
is really nothing else.
I am going to go
Going
back
on
for
there.
more.
I was gonna say, could I get another
It's-
cracker? I
Yeah,
should've-
it's such a confusing flavor profile that I kind of need more.
It might grow on me.
There's a chutney that I make, and it has been suggested that you serve it with cream cheese
Okay.
on crackers. And so when I heard about this and the crackers and the cream cheese, I was like, oh, I could, that
Yeah.
sounds familiar to me. But the horseradish is just its own thing, because they're similar. They do a similar thing to your sinuses.
And that's what you want with an appetizer.
It is. You want to awaken your senses so that you can dive into the rest of the potluck spread.
That's so optimistic. I love that for you. It does sound very Southern, but I have no idea where the name comes from.
Hot, wild,
Yeah, I think so too.
It's
Yeah,
all of
I
those
think that's. I
things,
think that comes
yeah.
through, and the sweetness, the
Yeah, it's feminine.
the attractiveness, but then the spiciness. It leaves actually a good taste in my mouth.
Yeah,
Like the horseradish is up front,
that's true.
and I'm mixed about that, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll
Kind
have
of
more
leaves you
too.
with the subtleness of the cream cheese.
Yeah, right.
Kinda-
And the sweetness.
So, Kate, I'm going to let you take the charge on this one.
Okay, so this is just a macaroni salad, but it is a macaroni salad that I grew up with. My mom made it. It's macaroni with a lot of mayonnaise, peas, diced red onion. It's got diced gherkins, and then cubes of cheddar cheese.
So, on their own, not particularly strange, just kind of all thrown together in a way that a salad.
Yes.
Covered in mayonnaise.
This is something that my mom always made, and my strongest memory of it is going on a really long road trip in a camper van that had a little fridge, and there was a giant Tupperware of this in that fridge for the entire trip. And I just remember that you'd open the fridge and you would smell the red onion, because it's raw red
Yeah,
onion,
right.
Yeah.
so it would just like fill this little camper van space. And then I would just go back for bowl after bowl of it. And it was somehow like the comfort, like it was not a great trip. It wasn't a great time in my childhood. And somehow that was the comfort food for me. And it has always been ever since. And even
Really?
though it doesn't really rise to the level of a lot of the cuisines that I don't know, my friends and family might be into, for me this is a comfort food, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's a summertime, it's a picnic, it's barbecue, 4th of July, that sort of thing. And
Okay.
my family is from Illinois. We lived in Missouri for a long time. Like, it's definitely a Midwestern thing, and one of those things that would show up in a women's magazine in the 60s or something,
Yeah.
I think. So-
Midwest living.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Right.
Cheers.
Ready?
Roast. I'm getting comfort food. It's like, because it's exactly what you kind of expect, but it is like surprisingly complex. You've got the creaminess of the cheese and the mayonnaise, and then the sharpness of the onion, the sweetness of the pickle. The only thing I'm really not getting is the pea. Peas
They're just
have
kinda
never-
there.
Yeah, that's kind of what peas function as. Is like
Yeah.
they're kind of there.
Yeah.
It's technically there's something green in this.
I feel like the gherkin really pulls it together. The sweetness of the gherkin really pulls it together. I think that is what makes it pop.
So
Yeah.
shouts out to Kate's mom.
Yes.
I want more.
I don't love eating raw onion, but it feels wrong to leave it out of this recipe, because I feel like you need it to contrast with all the other kind of plain things that are happening.
Right. What a like nice thing before we start descending into madness. So our entree for today is not something that you would consider bizarre if you're from the region. In fact, it's probably something that you have all the time, either as a dinner as a kid or at a church potluck, something like that. And this is good old-fashioned Minnesota hot dish. Minnesota claims it, but there are plenty of states, especially in the upper Midwest, that have hot dish as a feature. This is not something that I ever really had as a kid. This, honestly, I think is my first capital H, capital D hot dish. And this is special because it comes from current governor of Minnesota, former vice presidential candidate Tim Walz. This is his personal turkey trot hot dish. And it's a little less traditional than what you normally find in a hot dish. Usually there's condensed soup involved. He's got another recipe that involves bratwurst and beer and more canned soup. This is his turkey trot hot dish. It is ground turkey, green onions, bacon, mushrooms, green beans, 3 cups of cheddar cheese, and a layer of tater tots on top. And at the time, we chose this because the green beans were like, we should probably have a vegetable at some point.
Right, it's healthy.
It's also been sitting out for like 20 minutes, so it's a room temperature dish, as Alex put it.
Not hot dish.
Not hot dish.
Nope, it's a lot.
To Minnesota.
To Minnesota.
I did not think I would say it about this. It needs salt. A little bland.
Bland is the first word that came to my mind. To me, it needs like some acid or something.
Yeah.
It's white food.
Yeah. It feels just kind of like rich and kind of fatty. I mean, a few bites of this and I'll be full.
Right. This is definitely going to be my lunch after this.
Right, mine too.
But I don't hate it. It's
Yeah.
not. There's nothing offensive about it. And I think the tater tots are actually a good idea for a way to top a casserole.
I will say there's some history behind it. The original hot dish does date back to the year 1930 at a church in Minnesota from one of their cookbooks. That was, I believe, the first time that the term hot dish was actually used. I will also say this was such a pain to put together.
Really?
Of all the things here, this took absolutely the longest because there's so many different pieces that you have to prepare. So I had to dice up some onion, prep the turkey, boil and then blanch the green beans, saute up the mushrooms, make either a roux or a bechamel, whatever one is.
Really? So you made the cheese sauce?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
it's-
yeah, this is an involved dish.
The result is fine. It's
What I appreciate about this particular hot dish is it's all from scratch. Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you used fresh green beans, it would be even better. But so were the mushrooms also?
Those were fresh, yeah.
So you sautéed all the okay. Yeah, I like that it's all from scratch, except for the tater tots. I think it's a pretty interesting approach to a dish, but yeah, too much work for a potluck.
yeah. It's a lot of work for something that's just kind of fine. And I think I totally agree with you. It needs something else.
Yeah.
Some sort of acid, some sort of heat.
I mean, the hot sauce would have both.
I would just serve it on the side, so
Yeah.
that way
Right.
kids and
Right.
people on bland diets could have it too. It works, but like you said, if it's that much work.
It's a lot of work for fun. It's a lot of emotion for safe. And yeah, it's Minnesota hot dish.
All right.
There it is.
Thank you, Tim Walls.
Thank you, Tim Walls.
Thank you.
You
Tim?
didn't quite make it, but
So I've saved our strangest creation for last, for the desserts. When I was going through this cookbook, I thought this has to be from 1930s, 1940s. This is from 1993. I'm just gonna say it. This is called an old-fashioned pork cake. For all intents and purposes, just a traditional spice cake. There's raisins in there, there's walnuts in there, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, brown sugar. There's also a pound of pork sausage that I have yet to I guess we'll find out very soon why. You do smell it when it's cooking. It does smell like bacon, and it's very confusing. And it is topped with a caramel sauce. I don't know if I did something wrong. It looks really pretty. This is a hard shell.
that part's gonna be delicious. I'm excited.
It does smell good. It smells kind of like
The
Christmas.
caramel I'm excited about.
Oh yeah.
We'll
it
see,
totally
I'm-
smells like gingerbread or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I don't smell any pork at all.
Well, there's a pound of it. So,
And it's not just ground pork, it's sausage, which
It's- yeah.
has spices and herbs in
Right,
it and stuff.
yeah.
Like that one was like a sage sausage.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's-
you provided the pork sausage because you wanted to make sure if there was a pound of it, it was going to be good.
And I just want to emphasize,
Yes.
as we were looking into varieties, variations on this recipe, I think
Yeah.
one of us came up online with like a ham cake,
Yeah.
which had like a teaspoon of chopped ham for the whole cake, something like that. Maybe it was a quarter cup, I don't know. It was a pretty small amount. It was a little like, as you said, putting bacon on a donut. It's you know,
Right.
just a little extra flavor.
Yeah.
This is like a pound of pork is a substantial part.
And at no point in this cookbook do they explain why. There's no answer
Not
for
what
their
it's
crimes.
about.
Okay.
Did you cook this like medium rare?
You know?
What's recommended for a pork cake?
I also put off cutting this until we were on camera because I didn't know how it was going to cut.
Yeah.
So we have a sharp knife. Oh no! Watch your hand.
Move your
I don't-
fingers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe eat the caramel at your own risk.
Oh, I think it's going to be great.
It's a dense cake. It is so dense.
Well, that makes sense.
there's a pound of meat in it.
Yeah, I don't think meat is the thing you really think of as like giving lift to a dish, to a baked dish.
No, it's not a leavening.
Combine meat and baking powder. It actually smells delicious. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
smelling any
smells-
pork.
I'm not smelling pork either.
I'm not either. Yeah. I'm not really seeing it.
I think it just disappears. I think it's fat. It's the
Yeah,
fat.
it's
Was there any butter or anything in
Or
it?
oil.
No.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
the
fat.
fat, right.
That's what it is. It's like, don't have any oil, just throw your sausage in there.
Yeah, don't have any butter, but you want to make a cake and you do have a pound of pork sausage. Have we got the recipe for you? Down the hatch.
It's pretty good.
It's strangely pleasant.
As long as you don't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
It's very moist.
It's very dense, but not in a
dense.
dry way. I think I might be getting a little texture of the pork, like a little chewiness.
Again, I don't want to. I think that the purpose that the pork is serving is simply the fat, and it's melted into it, it's disappeared.
Oh, ow. Oh,
Caramel.
be careful with that. Oh my God.
I had it in my first bite, and I think if you didn't tell anyone that there was pork in it, they would not know, and
Right.
they would like the cake. It is very rich.
As long as they could normally eat pork.
Exactly.
I would not
No,
want
I
to just
don't
set
think
it
you
out
should-
and just
no.
be like, hey,
No.
dietary restrictions, have fun.
No. If you knew and trusted that everyone at your table ate pork, you could just serve it.
Like pierced my tongue.
It's really got everything that people with dietary restrictions can't eat.
Yeah. Whatever happened here is not of God.
I think that it would work with just a normal icing
Like
or
a-
Yeah.
or
Like a
even just
buttercream.
like a glaze.
Yeah,
I think
oh,
a
yeah.
Like a glaze that kind of saturated in.
Yes.
Because I think it could be a teeny bit sweeter. The thing is, I'm just not a huge fan of spice cake.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
That's your
choose-
problem here.
Exactly. I wouldn't
Turns out.
Turns out.
Actually.
And I will say too,
That is
especially compared to the hot dish, the recipe was pretty straightforward. Because even for the caramel, which I've never made caramel on my own before, you just dump a bunch of stuff in a pot and let it boil until it hits the temperature you need. Or maybe a little bit past the temperature that you need.
Well, this has been fun.
As we conclude our meal, final thoughts. What surprised you? What is a favorite? What are you coming back for seconds after we stop filming?
In terms of flavor, I want seconds on the pasta salad. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty hungry, so I might have more of the hot dish too,
Yeah.
because that's just gonna fill me up. And I might have a slice of pork cake to top it off.
I think I might too. Okay, what are you feeling?
I'm gonna go for some more Jezebel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I fully expected, like, YouTube brain to be like, we're gonna make this, it's gonna taste awful, we're gonna have some great reaction shots. It's not bad. As far as cakes that have a pound of ground pork in them go that I've had, it's pretty good. It's one of the better ones. Thank you to the best of the best from Indiana.
I didn't grow up with Midwestern food, so it's nice to be exposed to the food that
Don't throw me under that bus. I didn't grow up with any of this.
It's nice to
Hey,
know how
I
you
grew up
people
on
eat.
the macaroni salad.
Kate, Alex, thank you so much for being here, for tasting these
Always.
surprisingly
Always.
not that bad, bizarre dishes. Where can people hear more of your work?
Eartheats.org or
Perfect.
wherever you get your podcasts.
And when this comes out, you have a few episodes out of a special series. You want to talk about
Yes. Earth Eats Wild, or we're just referring to it as Eats Wild. And it's all about foraging for wild food in the Midwest.
Like pork and tater tots.
Macaroni.
Thinking the same thing. Yeah, it's very much in keeping with what we're doing today.
Alex, where can people hear more of your stuff?
Interstates in the podcast, in your favorite podcast feed, also at WFIU.org.
Well, thank you so much for doing this.
Hey, thank you for having us. It's been incredible.
Yes. Memorable.
The lies we tell each other. Hey everybody, teleporting over here for a quick, bittersweet announcement. This is not only the season finale of Flyover Culture, it is also the last episode of Flyover Culture. For over 4 years, I have absolutely loved getting to meet the people who make Midwest pop culture so special. The artists and creators and performers who have helped make these videos so much better than I could have done on my own. But I'm excited for something new. See, I had Kayte and Alex on not just to make them suffer, although I do really enjoy that, but because the three of us have been working on a brand new arts and culture series. So make sure you're tuned in to WFIU and WTIU socials for more on that as it comes out. In the meantime, if you've helped spread the word about Flyover Culture to your friends by sharing the videos or commenting or liking or just watching, thank you. Hearing from both strangers and friends alike has been such a joy, and I'm really grateful for it. And if I can say one thing, it's that it's going to be a weird few years for public media stations. So make sure you're supporting your local public media station and telling them what you want to see and what you want to hear, because they do listen and they do appreciate it. Again, I can't thank you enough for making Flyover Culture my favorite thing I've ever worked on, and I'm really excited to show you what's next. As always, thanks for watching.